Peace, peace. What's happening, though? Welcome to another edition of the Out the Way podcast. We live on location today, ladies and gentlemen. If you're tuned in to the audio, I want to let you know we're live on location. This episode, for sure, man, and shout out to everybody who's tuned into the audio and those who's checking out the visual. Today's episode, we're going to get straight into it. We're talking about concrete or sand. What's your foundation? Build upon. Because see, everybody's building something, no matter if they're building it on concrete or sand. Let's look into this a little bit further, right? Structure is concrete. You look at pouring concrete, right? Growing up, I remember anytime the city used to come and redo the concrete, the sidewalks rather, they'd pour concrete. When it was done, they would put cones around it, put some tape around it, so nobody would walk through there while the wet cement was actually drying. And the reason for that is because strong foundations sometimes take time to come together. And while they're coming together, they need to be isolated in order for it to form properly, for it to form strong, have a very strong, solid foundation. And as kids, what we used to do was, as soon as they left, we know that concrete ain't drying just yet. So we'd go over there and scribble our name up in there, scribble our crew, our clique, whatever the case may be. Because we know once that sucker dries, our name is going to live there for as long as that concrete is there. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you know how they go put graffiti on the walls and stuff like that. You can't just go and put paint over it. You got to break that concrete up and solidify that foundation. So what I'm saying is, with that illustration is, the stronger your foundation, the harder it is for people, anybody, for you to destroy it. So you can also build upon a foundation that's not as strong. Chaos, no structure. It's a weaker foundation. It's kind of like building upon sand. I'm using these terminologies, right? Because also as a kid, you can think about, you probably did this, you probably made sandcastles at the beach. You probably take your kids or your nephews, nieces, cousins, to the beach and build sandcastles. It's a structure, it's just not as solid. It can be torn down a lot quicker than a structure that's built out of, or a foundation that's built out of concrete, because that foundation has a sand found, foundation, right? That structure has a sand foundation as opposed to the one that's made out of concrete. I wake up every day, which I've done in the past, and go outside, you know, wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, get ready, go outside to go smoke, go drink, go hang out. That's a form of a structure. It's just more of a less solid one, because what am I pouring into my day? What am I pouring into myself? What I mean by this is that analyzing your daily routine will help you see if you're pouring concrete or if you're pouring sand. Everybody has a structure. I guess what my point is in this conversation is, what is your structure built upon? Sometimes we don't even know that we have structure. We'll say, I don't have no structure, man. I just be living my life, man. I just be whoopie wop. I be just doing what I want to do. And no, you do have a form of a structure. You're just not aware of what your structure is. Also, waking up, going outside to pass on a lick, that's a form of a structure, because it has to have some type of strategy attached to it. You can't just go all willy nilly trying to pass. You got to plot, plan, and strategize. Now, you might pass 1 or 2 times, hell, maybe even 10, but it's a good chance one day you won't be able to pass. And you might have to go sit down for quite some time. That's a form of a sand structure, as opposed to you passing a few times and you putting that bread into something solid, something that can last past you, something that can build generational wealth, something that can transform that habit of looking over your shoulder type foundation. It's like you gotta look at your money habits. You gotta look at your daily routines. You have to look at what it is that you're doing and why you may not be where you want to be at. Because if you are where you want to be at, that's solid. That's what you You're doing something right. You're doing things correct, and that's commendable. But for those who are not where they want to be at, just remember, wherever you are today, you thought yourself to be into the position that you are today. Your past decisions got you to where you are right now today, wherever you're at. I remember thinking that one time, man, I was in some uncomfortable places. I'm like, how the hell I get here? And not wanting to accept that it was my decisions that got me there. I wanted it to be everybody else's decision. I wanted to blame so many other people. But at the end of the day, as an adult person, you got to remember, like, you can make decisions for yourself 9, 10, 11 years old. They just won't be strong, but you have understanding of right and wrong to a degree. Once you get up to about 15, 16, 17, you have a better awareness of it. 25 plus, stronger awareness of it, for sure. You can't be 30 plus blaming other people for anything from your past, because at some point you need to start correcting things that may not have went the way you wanted them to go. You're in position to do so. A lot of people want to blame other people for the position they're in when they're the one that's responsible for their own foundation. Now remember, just to go back on the concrete, we used to write our names and stuff in the concrete. The city will come by, they'll see it. If they don't like what they see, they'll come by, they'll break up that foundation and re-pour it to get rid of, our names and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is that if you don't like your current foundation, depending on what it is, you have to do some demolition. You have to put yourself in position to throw some things away, to demolish some things, get rid of some stuff, and develop a stronger foundation, because you can do that. You have the option to do that. It just might take some time to do that. Restructuring your foundation, man. Some some structures is very simple, man. You wake up, you make your bed, use the restroom, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you say a prayer, you meditate, you do affirmations, you sit with yourself. These are morning rituals, morning routines, morning regimens to get you started off on the right foot and with your foundation. So with this, all I'm saying is, man, look where you are today. Are you good where you at? Is it something you need to change? Is it the entire foundation? Is it just, let's look at it like a house. Is it just a room or two that you need to change? Do you need to remodel the bathroom? Do you need to redo the kitchen? What is it that you need to change up? What is it that you need to adjust in your life to strengthen your foundation, to make it more concrete? Now, you can tell yourself what you got, but then you have to look around and see what you actually built. Does it look like concrete? Does it look strong? Or does it look a little wobbly? Look a little bit more like that sand. Hey, man, did you make your bed today? That's a start. At the end of the day, stay solid with your solids. Be good or be good at it. Hustle with patience. Master your pace. Stay in it and out the way. Real brief though. It's your boy JD out the way. We gone.